Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, and today I'm doing issue 70 of Build the Spitfire Mark 1A. Well, today I'm fitting the trim parts in stage 1 and then connect it into the rudder and putting a recess in it, well, a piece there to hold it in place, and then this rectangular thing and that one there, and then be putting pins in the rudder holder, the hinge should I say, sorry, and then connecting both of them, turn it around onto them, and then connecting the light here with the reflector, and then attaching it all together with a little whatever that is, and then putting it onto the plane itself, connecting with the hinges. So what we'll do first before I make a start is do a parts check. Right, let me see. 7001, outer skin of rudder left side. 02, outer skin of rudder right side. 7003, rudder trim tab. There's one, and just get the other out if I can. 04, rudder trim tab. 7005, details for the rudder. 7006, the fixing plates. 7007 is tail navigation light. You know, they're very hard to get out of here. Which is that piece there, if you can just about see it. Which is just there. 7009, oh sorry, 08 aerial support, which is this one here. .7009 is the pins and the hinges, so I'll open them up in a bit. 7011 is the LED light for the tail. 7012 is label to go on the cable. More of them. And last but not least, 7013, 5 PM 2x4mm screws. So there's a lot to do in this today. So I'll just put that in there. Whatever the lid. So I put the lid down and I don't know where to put it. Okay, so we'll make a start. Let's get my knifing tins. Get my knife. Cut open the screws. Take the screws out. Throw that away. And put all my screws on my magnetic wristband. Then I'll cut open this part. and take out the hinges and the pins. So the first thing we'll do now is just get some glue on here. And get a cocktail stick ready. And what we need to do now is glue down this piece onto this piece. So I'll just add some glue, move that knife out of the way. Let's get some glue. Some glue on here. And glue the two parts together. Keep it on there for a moment. Just like that. And next phase is putting this, make sure it's the right way round, onto there like that, just keeping it there, and B7 and B on here, which is this small detail here. I'll cut that off. Very hard to see these parts. Take that off. Very minute detail parts. Make sure I get this right. Glue in place. So let's just see which way it goes. Just a bit of flash on that, so I'll just send that down. Pick this up. Let's see. Bit of flash on that end as well, so I'll have to get the flash off that. Okay. So let's see which way this goes. With the, that goes like that. I want to make sure this goes in right. So that goes on there like that. There. There's still flash on it. Still a bit of flash. Okay, so I'll try that again. Happy with the fit, make sure it's the right way, yeah. And I'll glue that in place. So there's a lot of little minute parts in this one. Put that in, let's get hold of that. place that in there like so. And that's perfect. Lovely jubbly. And put that on there like so. And the next piece we need is the brown lump. This piece here. So we'll cut that off. I'll tell you something, it's very, very warm in this room. Must be at least 33 degrees. I mean, I normally have my fan on, but if I had that on, you won't be able to hear me. Now I'm just removing the excess flash that's on it. Wonderful. And so that goes on the inside like that. And that goes in there like so. Then the next piece is, oh, you've got to add a bit of soupy glue on it. Bits of super glue. So a bit of glue there. And the long part goes in there like that, and down you go. Now that could be for the rudder. Then we need this piece here. What does it say? Making sure I've got it the right way round, which goes into this part here, just there, and add a little soupy glue. And just put that in there like so. Make sure it's level up. Yep. And this still keeps falling out, but it's to be expected. Oh, yeah. Now then, this is where we need these pieces. Put the hinge pin in. And they're both the same size. I better check. I'll get this in here like so, with that facing up. So just take that out for a moment, and we'll place this into there like that. Get the next one. I've been dreading this issue, really dreading it. I'm all fingers and no thumbs. Place that in there as well. Just bear with me a moment, and I'm going to have a problem with this. And I'm going to see if I get any masking tape. Right, I've managed to hold these in place for now, with that one on my sprue cutter and that one on its own. So I put the light in with holding it on with masking tape, and I'm going to put the reflector in here like that, making sure it is in the right place. I'm trying to look at it, I don't think that light's in the right place, it's behind that. I should only be out a little bit, so I'll have to move that light. So I'm going to have to take this out somehow without disturbing anything. And knowing my luck, I probably will. Oh. Well, that's the only place where it could go, really. Oh, well, it's right. Very, very fiddly, this issue. Pull that down there like that. I'll put that back on for it to stay put. And put this back in. Like that. Put this back in. Put this back in here. Like that. You stay put. Right now, nothing else will go in there, is there? I do not fancy taking it apart. Nope, that's everything in. This video is going to be a while, so what I'll do, I'll just add some glue in here. Put these in. Okay. Now, wish me luck on this, because I'm going to need it. Oh, damn it! Get in, get in, get in. Right. Looks like I'm going to have to take it out again. Because the pins have come out, which I knew they would. Balls. They never make it easy. Ever make it easy. So I'll have to try this again. Let's hold that in place. Keep hold of it. And get that pin in there. So close that down. You stay put. You were the cause of this. And get the pin in this side. Because that glue is going to harden any time soon. And I don't want it to harden yet until I've got this in here. In there, like that, and close it down. Right, other hinges and pins I've never had any problems with. It's a pity you can't glue these damn things in. Gotcha. I'm glad I didn't secure that down either. And we're in. Well, we were. This pin's come out now, so I'm going to have to reopen it up a bit. Oh, that pin's in. It's this pin that's come out again. If I'm still having problems, I'm going to have to pause again. Right, I'm going to have to pause for a moment, guys. Finally, it's done. Got it in at last. Oh, wow. Okay. Alright. So the next thing I need is A, which is that part on here, so I'll get that done. I mean, sitting in a hot room doesn't help. Right, excuse me a minute. My phone's going off. Oh, sorry about that, I had to nip out. So now I've done all them. So I'm going to put the label on the cable, and we may need a dab of glue on it, because I've seen others putting it together and oh, it's not brilliant, but it'll do. Oh yeah, so I need to glue this piece on here. So oh, that seems to have stuck nicely. Yeah, nothing's come out, thank God. So let's get the glue and double like so. Make sure it's the right way, and just take my glasses off so I can see what I'm doing. Sure that's in, just like that. Pop that in, and then bring the Spitfire over. Let's move this out of the way, throw that away, bring the Spitty over, let's get that load. Water there. There she is, old Faithful herself, good old Faithful. Okay, that's it. So now what we need is the tail, well, the rudder, and to see where this goes, which holes they go in. So oh, you can't see it properly, can you? I'll just switch to another camera. Right, sorry about the light. Just bring it a bit further over a bit. Bring it down. So the rudder sections, these two parts here, one goes in at the top there and the other one goes in at the bottom. So I'll get these in. Now how does this? So the wire goes underneath that. What's it? So I'll put that in there like so, like that. And put the other in. Put it in like that. And it's supposed to stay on, but it isn't. So. Just stay there. So the next parts we need are E, which are these two parts here. So I'll get them cut off, making sure my screws are still on my band. Turn it around. Take them off. So I must admit this has been a fiddly issue today. I'm still enjoying the build. Now if my Spitfire parts don't come next week, it being 4 weekly, because these came a week early, then I'll have to wait till the following week, August, so I'll have nothing to build next week. Right, so doesn't really matter which way it goes round, as far as I know. Right, let's see. I better get this screwdriver loaded up for one of the screws. So I'll do the top one first. This is going to be fun. Great, I've lost that one, so that's gone on the floor somewhere, so we'll have to wait to find it. We'll have to wait. Get the first screw in. It's not tightening it up fully. So I just hope in a way that has fell where I can see it. That's it. Now I'll just pause for a moment, guys, until I find that other part. Now that was lucky. I found it first time, right in front of me on the floor. So I'll get another screw ready. Actually, I don't like doing this near the edge of my table. So I'll just move it over like that. Just get that first one in. At the bottom, I think. Get the next screw on. You know, I've not even tried this, see if this light works. I normally do. Check my electrics first. My God. Come on, man. Come on, come on. In you go, in you go. Right, let's move it over here like that. And there we go it. Right, let's get my battery box and just plug this in, not all the way in, but only so far. Like so. And there we have, the light works. Perfect. Right. And I don't think we use them other parts. Not that I can see. A D. Fixing plates. So it looks like they're not used in this issue. Just double check, make sure. Yeah, date will be fitted in future issues, or in a future issue. So there we have one rudder completed, and that was a performance of a job. Just put that in there. Okay. Well, that was a bit of a challenge. So with these, don't use them now until the next issues, future issues. So I'll have to put them safe. And now Spitfire is really come along with the rudder on and the navigation light, the tail light. And in the next, just got this band off. It's more like a sweat band than a metal band. In the next issue, number 71, we get 2 sections of frame, wires to connect to the rudder, brackets, guides and fixing screws, as you can see there. So that's going to be interesting. Well, to be honest with you, I never thought I was going to get that done today, with all these interruptions. First my mother wanted to go to the chemist, and then a phone call from a friend of mine. She left a phone in my car and I had to go and take it back. That's why I was so long. Maybe no, look, I paused it, so you won't even know. Well, anyway, if you like that video, please give it a big thumbs up, and if you haven't already subscribed, please do so. And don't forget to hit that notification bell for any future videos. So until the next time, which I don't know when it'll be, y'all stay safe, take care, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.